Hello everybody. For this next assignment, I'd like you to find some sets of flashcards at Quizlet that are directly related to what you want to do for your career or classroom goal. There's a search bar over here, and if you would like to become a brain surgeon, you can bet there are some brain surgery flashcards at Quizlet that you could use. Here's a set that I made up before, but these are serious sets about brain surgery. People are studying that. And over here, there are filters. You can filter so you get only free sets of cards in your results. And you can also choose to have sets that were created by teachers, which may make them a little more reliable. So just choose something you would like to do. If you wanted to be a registered nurse, an RN, let's look for RN flashcards. There are lots of terms. This one has 300 terms in it. This one has 140. Here's one with just 14 terms. You can pick one of these. If you want to go into welding, underwater welding could be an exciting career choice. And you can go and find underwater welding and cutting. And some of these will have been made and then borrowed and modified by someone else. But it's just a really great way. If you are planning to take the GED, why don't we search for GED? You can find flashcards here that are relevant to the GED. And here's a set that I made. But you can find sets that were made by other people that may be useful for you in getting ready for the GED. Likewise, any other entrance type exam, the SAT or LSAT, you can find sets. So whatever your dream is, if you want to learn a new language, you can type in English or in that language. This was Japanese. You can find flashcards that are made in Japanese. This is the beauty of a crowdsourced database. People all over the world, people you don't even know, have made sets of cards already, and you can go in and use them. And it's like collaborating with strangers, which is sort of what crowdsourcing is. What I'd like you to do is, let's go with phlebotomy essentials. Oops. If you're in a class that uses a textbook and you know the name of the textbook, you can type that in, and you may be able to find sets of flashcards that go with that textbook. So let's say we found that. We're taking a class in phlebotomy, which is blood draw, and you name your book as Phlebotomy Essentials. And this looks like a pretty good set to you. What you can do is open that setup, choose Customize or Copy. It's got the little duplicated papers, and you can make this yourself. This is for my phlebotomy study. And what I'd like you to do, you can create that set and you can put it in your own account. And what I'd like you to do is add it to our classroom. So if you click down here on Add to Class or Folder, you can go ahead and put it in our O2O class and in John's O2O class. Just click that and that will add it to our sets. What I'd like you to do from here is either add some cards of your own. Let's click the edit pencil. And so you might have some terms that you would like to add, or you can choose an image. Exsanguination is when you draw blood. See if we can get something that's relevant. All right, let's go back to the first one. Exsanguination is drawing out all of someone's blood. So I'd like you to add a picture, or you can change the language. If you speak a language that's not English, you can put that in your language. For instance, Japanese. You could have this replaced with a Japanese term. And Quizlet doesn't have all the words for everything yet. But if someone has made a set like that, that uses that word, then it will definitely be pulled in. So I think it's not hasn't been created, but if you know that term, you can add it. Oh, and there's a drop of blood with that one. So we'll just put that in, add the Japanese, and then I'm going to put the English back in there. So now it's a bilingual card. There's a little plus sign here if you wanted to add your own term. We'll just put something easy, phlebotomy. Phlebotomy. And then here's the Japanese term, Jomaku Sekkai Jutsu, just to open a vein, which is exactly what phlebotomy is. And then if we put this here in English too, we can go back to, let's remove that. Incision of a vein, and I'm going to put the Japanese back in. And then let's see if we can find a picture of someone performing phlebotomy. This looks like a good one. When I first started helping in the phlebotomy class, I was very squeamish about phlebotomy, but now I'm okay. Students used to draw my blood. So we're going to go ahead and say done. I'd like you to make 10 changes, add 10 words, or add 10 pictures, 10 images. Anyway, here's the new flashcard set, and it's got Japanese and English. And so that could be very useful to me if I spoke, if you speak another language, you can put that together and learn both words at once. I can look at the picture and learn from that. Quizlet is a great tool. It's free. You don't need to pay for any of it. And you can take it with you. You get to keep these tools forever, and they will help you in anything that you want to try to do. If you're earning a driver's license, there will be driver's license tests. And let's add a state. Washington, let's put in a WA. Washington driver's license. Here it is. So you can find all sorts of information here that you need to study. And remember, you can study it from your phone. All right, I'm going to end here, but have fun with this assignment, and I hope it helps you with your career or your school.